All right, so here he is, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, Tony Ferguson. And here's a guy who a lot of these fellow lightweights believe represents the toughest matchup for them. Just hard to know what's coming. Truly a 5-tool player, and he will look to put all those skills to good use yet again here tonight.
I mean, you point to the Josh Thompson fight, the beautiful elbow that he landed to split him open, and it shows you the diversity of Tony Ferguson. And you have to remember, he was a national champion at Grand Valley State University.
Right.
So if he needs to, he can be a guy that has the ability to take you down and just brutalize you on the ground. Not only brutalize you, but he has a great ability to submit his opponents, as he showed when he won the title fight, Kevin Lee.
And he is most happy when he's in a fight, right? Certainly a guy who loves to train, as is well documented. Just the way he attacked the knee injury rehabilitation just shows you his true colors. And I know I speak for the MMA fans around the world. Very happy to see El Cucuy back in the octagon here tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev set to fight Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. So another big spot for El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson here tonight. You're not going to out-grapple this guy. You're not going to out-condition him. He can train for 6 hours. Thankfully, only scheduled for 25 minutes tonight. Tony Ferguson can do it all. He is all offense all the time. He knows one direction. That is forward. Fighting a counter fighter tonight should be interesting. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
That was a slick transition.
Chimaev getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Great submission defense. And he Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Ferguson's right back to the full mount here. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempts to get past his guard.
El Cucuys has got full mount now.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Less than a minute to go in the round.
Push him on! Push him on! You gotta move your hips. Make some space. Keep those hips active until you're back in guard.
Chimaev's in half guard. Round two straight ahead.
Stop.
Take a deep breath. Nice job out there. He's exhausted. Your ground control is unstoppable. Whatever you want to do down there, you can do.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we are, early round two. Landed that left hook. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Chimaev. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. That's a good kick by him right there. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Look at that. Quick finish. That was beautiful.
Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Getting them out here.
Chimaev's in half guard.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Tony Ferguson. Right into side control. The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Stay focused on the ground.
Oh. Just gotta be careful here.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Oh, good defense, yes. Nice.
El Cucuy's back in full mount. All right, round 3 coming up next.
All right, take a seat for me, bud. Breathe. Deep breath in. All right, here's some water. Ready? Listen. All right. Now you're doing awesome out there.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Khamzat Chimaev.
I don't know how many times you hit in the head and stay in this fight.
Oh, crisp boxing here. The right punch followed immediately up by a left. Well, new round, same narrative. He continues to punish the body yet again, just as he did in the previous frame.
Big right hook there by the champ. Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
Oh, that gilly is tight. Oh, under the chin here. Could be the end.
This is where he was.
Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Great job finding his shots from the top position. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Nicely done. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard. Using a lot of good movement. Great defense by this fighter.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Ferguson.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you gotta be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a good...
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted, he's been beaten.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, then he just gets up. Oh, he got to his spot.
Final seconds. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
All right, buddy. Sit back, relax, and breathe. Listen to me now. You're getting sloppy with those takedowns, okay? I don't want you just going blindly with the takedown.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds. Right under the elbow, right on the button.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that point.
And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Chimaev's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Ferguson's trying to get a triangle here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
There it is. Now he's run him out.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev.
Nice defense. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position. You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
Ferguson's in half guard now.
Full side control now. Oh, he's attacking choke now.
Oh, that Darce choke is tight.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Chimaev's got the full mount.
In the half guard.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount.
This is a terrible position.
20 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
Stop!
All right, take a seat, man. Come on, let's get this together now. Listen, I need you to dig. I want you to want it more than he does. You got to go out there and show these people and show...
All right, so somehow, some way, we will fight onward. There was a big liver shot there that buckled his opponent. DC, here's your replay.
Nothing is worse. Nothing is worse than taking one of those shots right to the liver. It shuts everything down. You got to be so tough to stay standing after you take a strike like that.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Fifth and final round. Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Big left hand lands upstairs. Well, why fix what's not broken?
Big double leg level change.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Chimaev's back in half guard, very comfortable here. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
Change of the position.
Chimaev's has got full mount now. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
And now he's attempting choke. That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, he got out.
He cleared his leg, got back to his back, and created some space between him and his opponent to stay out of that Darce choke.
in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Ferguson's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Close guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Ferguson's in half guard.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
He's in the mount.
El Cucuy's back in full mount.
Nice transition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. 30 seconds now to go in the fight. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Ferguson. He can truly do it all. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not all-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson.
Well, must-see TV every step of the way. El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson, getting his hand raised inside the octagon. That has become a familiar sight over the years.
Tony Ferguson is a butcher. He slices and dices all of his opponents up, and tonight he did that again in order to get this victory. Great job, Tony.